Hey everyone! We are in Glastonbury right now, hotspot of sacred geometry and magic fairyland. We're just standing in front of this amazing shop here. They have really cool sacred geometry stuff. So it's a very powerful healing stuff. People just hold it basically, and then you can feel the vibration.
Of two complete and understanding, which they
Centre here, you can see this is the cube octahedron, the octahedron here, and here you can see there's the cube there, and if that cube is there, then you've got this diagonal running across the cube here, forming the star tetrahedron, and you can kind of see that there. I'm holding the star tetrahedron tip to tip, yeah, and that's what it looks like there. So now the octahedron is facing this way, yeah, like that. That's the octahedron there, tip to tip, yeah, inside there and there, yeah. So you can see that forms what we call the system of reality, and then basically outside of that we have the compound of the dodecahedron with the icosahedron here, and that compound there forms a flat face, which is this sort of rhombic shape here. If I just show you that there, yeah, and that rhombic flat face forms something called the triacontahedron, which is the blueprint of the sixth dimensional hybrid.
Okay.
And here, if you imagine your north and south, so yeah,
because we call this one Metatron, but
yeah,
because
it's the final boundary of the Metatron's cube, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah, because look, that one there. If you look at every bottom of every triangle, it makes that
exactly icosahedron.
Yeah,
and that's all to do with something called E8. In science, it's like a kind of quite high level theory, but what they found is they can reduce from the 8th dimension down to the 4th dimension.
That's amazing.
By using this particular shape. So here we are in this fantastic space, and it just so happens that our book here is perfectly represented here with all this spiritual knowledge, and these guys have a system. They've got a monastery and everything like that, and they're bringing sacred geometry in a spiritual dimension, right to everyone across the planet. It's fantastic work. Magdalene Wellness Centre, where we'll be doing a little book signing today with a little bit of an email list. We've got some geometry here as well, and as you can see, we're surrounded by sacred geometry here in the Wellness Centre. All sorts of New Age thinking in terms of health and healing happening here.
That's unusual because it's a square. That actually appeared in some specks of light flying around first, and in about 5 minutes or something, everything sort of slowly dropping.
Like orbs.
Yeah, and hardly any sound when the stems sort of fall flat.
In a lot of our meditations, we actually sort of suggest, in a way, we are like this dot, this star, it sits at the centre of our being, and it generates this 4D torus field around us, and that, our body is encapsulated within that. The body is more than just this physical thing; it extends through this energy system. And and actually there's a multi-dimensional structure that we're living in, and that makes kind of sense of like this concept of these dots, which is what they would appear like to us, and also the time ratios, the time dilation between dimensions and things like that, and how that kind of works, and then we have the mathematics, which implies intelligence.
I like the ones in the landscape as if it could be viewed from a nearby hill, got a bit of foreground, horizon and a bit of sky.
And it gives you a bit more of the idea of the scale of this thing.